Hello once again, my name is Ishmael. Now recall that in our last class we were able to look at the fractional laws of indices. So today we are going to still look at the fractional laws of indices. So let's call this the fractional laws of indices part 2. Now I have some series of questions here in which we are going to treat. But first of all, let's recall our formula for the fractional law. So the fractional law says a raised to the power of b over c is equal to square root of the c root of a all raised to the power of b. Remember that we say that the denominator of the fraction of the power becomes the root, and then the numerator, which is b, becomes the power of the base. So that is our law. So let's look at the first one. The first question says we should simplify a to the power of minus 1 over 3. So using our law, applying our law, this is a power. So let me write it properly. So we are going to apply two laws here. We're going to apply the negative index law and the fractional law, because this fraction is having a power, so we are going, it's having a negative sign. We are going to invert our base, take the reciprocal of the base, which is 1 over 8, and as soon as you take the reciprocal of 8, the negative sign changes to positive. The next thing you have to do is to apply the fractional law, which says that your denominator becomes the root. So our denominator here is 3, so it becomes the cube root of 1 over 8. Our numerator becomes the power, which is 1. So cube root of 1 over 8 is 1 over 2, all raised to the power of 1, and our answer is half. So you can see that I've solved this problem using the fractional law. However, you can as well solve the same problem using the power bracket law that we did in our previous video. So let me call this an alternative solution. So if I'm having a to the power of minus 1 over 3, I want to solve this problem using the power law. What I'm simply going to do is I'm going to write this 8 as a power of 2. I'm going to write it as 2 raised to the power of 3. You can see I've not changed anything. The only thing I just changed is this 8. So I wrote this 8 as a power of 3. As a power of 2, which is 2 to the power of 3. This is still there. Then the next thing for me to do is now to apply my power bracket law. Recall that the power bracket law says that the two powers will times themselves. So I'm going to have 2 to the power of 3 times minus 1 over 3. And that gives me, I have this cancel this, that gives me minus 1. And again, if I apply my negative index law to this gives me 1 over 2. Remember, we did this in our negative index law. So you can see same problem, I've been able to solve it using either the fractional law or the power bracket law. Okay, so let me clean this and then we'll take the second problem. The second problem says 64 raised to the power of 2 over 3. Now, if I'm to simplify this, let me write this 3 properly. If I'm to simplify this using my fractional law, this gives me, my denominator is 3, so this gives me cube root of 64 raised to the power of my numerator is 2, as power of 2. Cube root of 64, that's 4, as power of 2. My answer is 16. Similarly, if I want to solve it using the power bracket law, I'm going to write this 64. I'm going to write it as a power of 4 as 4 raised to the power of 3. I put down this. And then I apply my power bracket law here that says the two powers will times themselves. So 3 times 2 over 3. And this will cancel this. So I'm left with 4 raised to the power of 2. And 4 raised to the power of 2 is 16. You can see that we are having the same answer. The same problem, but solved in two different ways. So I'm going to leave these two for you to solve at your own spare time. Let it be your takeaway assignment. I believe you have gotten something today from our class. Thank you very much. Please remember to like, to share, and to subscribe. Thank you.